I'm back. I got another tutorial for y'all today. I'll be showing you how to do my version of boho locks, which I call Lila locks. So here on the table, you see the hair that I braid with, as well as the human hair curls that I put at the end, and this is the hair that I wrap with. I'll be putting the details in the caption so that you guys can see exactly what I use and why. All right, so I'm starting with some Shining Jam. I use the Supreme Hold, and I take a bit on my finger for every single part that I make. I like to smooth out the hair with that. I found that it's like really, really good for thick hair, coarse hair, really any type of hair, to get a specific shine and hold on the hair while you're braiding or whatever. And then when I go into part again, like I usually do a rough part first. And you guys see I do not do a clean part. That's the other type of Shine and Jam I use, by the way, guys. I'll put it in the caption as well. But when I go back in for my parts, I use the red Shine and Jam as opposed to the orange one. And again, I'll put it, it's called Magic Fingers. That's the name of it. Haha. Magic Fingers is my best friend. So anyway, I was saying I do not part extremely clean. I like to do like the natural parts and make sure that they look neat, as well as brick laid. I don't know if you guys know what that is, but for those of you that are hairstylists or that are familiar with the box braid method, you can still brick lay with a natural parting method. All right, so here you guys see that I have done my usual technique where I braid a bit down from the client's scalp and then start to feed in whatever hair I'm braiding with. I do this to relieve tension and stress from the scalp, as well as to make the lock look like it's coming from the client's scalp. This technique is very easy. I've actually been doing this for a little over a year now. I think a friend put me onto this, but my clients love it because they can put their hair up as soon as they've gotten it done, because there is a lack of tension on their scalp. All right, so as I've gone up, I have repeated this process, and I have made the braids a bit, the parts and the braids a bit smaller as I go up, just because this style is kind of thick and my client had a lot of hair. I didn't want to overwhelm her scalp. All right, so right here, I am adding on the human hair curls to the ends. I'm going to do a more detailed video of this in the future, but essentially I just take the hair, braid it on to the end of the lock, and sometimes I do it another way. I go ahead and braid it on to, I'm sorry, not braid it on, I add it on to the end after wrapping down a bit, and then I secure it with a drop of glue. The type of glue that I use is Kiss nail glue. It's kind of like super glue, honestly. You don't want to overdo it, because if you put too much of that on the ends, it will turn white. So here I've already started to wrap. I'm going to show you guys up close how I wrap in a little bit, but here's me adding the curls onto the end in a different way. Like I mentioned, I was wrapping down in some of them or on some of them, and proceeding to add the human hair curls with a drop of glue, as opposed to braiding it onto the ends. I don't know which way is faster. I have to get back to y'all on that. I'm still experimenting with which way is faster in regards to adding the curls onto the ends of the locks. And I only do this with this style. Goddess locks, like the traditional ones, I don't really do those anymore. I prefer the method, and see, I got my glue and I'm just kind of adding it on there. But the method I like to use now for really most locks is the crochet method, because it's faster. But for this one, I like to add the curls on myself onto the ends. All right, so here I am doing a close-up of how I add the curls that are just kind of loosely and freely hanging in the top of the head. So usually, you guys, it's better to like use a clip to secure the hair while you're laying it flat and braiding it onto the root of your client's hair. In this video, I just kind of pushed it away from me because, I've been doing this for quite a while. So it's, I do it either way. But in this video, like you see, I just kind of secure it by braiding it in, feeding it in just like the other hair. the other hair that I fed in while I was braiding, and I'm wrapping it now. So as you guys see, I already had a piece of hair in her root, and this is the wrapping hair, you guys. I'll again put it in the caption, but with the wrapping hair, I just used the latch hook method and I wrap to the right. And this is the finished product, you guys. I absolutely love this look. It's very lightweight, looks very natural. And my client wears it well. If you guys are looking to book an appointment in the future, please check out stylesbyjanae.com. All of my scheduling options are up, and all of my availability is up, okay? All right, guys, like and subscribe.